Se Hee burst into tears at the press conference. What could she possibly be hiding about Ji Hyun Woo? The atmosphere was thick with tension, cameras flashing as her voice trembled with emotion. What shocking truth was finally brought to light? Join us now on Red Carpet, revealed as we dive deep into this emotional whirlwind and uncover the truth behind the tears. In an industry where carefully crafted image and public perception often overshadow authenticity, Se Hee broke all norms and perhaps unintentionally reminded the world of what it means to be truly human. What started as a routine press conference promoting her latest project quickly transformed into a deeply emotional, heartfelt moment that left an indelible mark on all who witnessed it. And at the heart of it all stood one name, Ji Hyun Woo. But this wasn't a scandal. It wasn't a breakdown. It was a rare display of vulnerability, truth, and raw emotion, one that would soon be called the most honest moment in recent Korean entertainment history. An unexpected pause, then the floodgates opened. The press event began like any other. Se Hee arrived looking elegant in a soft ivory pantsuit, flashing a warm smile at reporters and greeting fans, watching via livestream. Laughter filled the air, and the mood was light until one simple question shifted the tone completely. A journalist asked about her long-standing on-screen chemistry with Ji Hyun Woo, her co-star from the beloved drama Young Lady and Gentleman, a pairing that had enchanted audiences across Asia. Se Hee smiled, then hesitated. For a second, she seemed lost in thought. He's a very important person in my life, she said softly. And then her voice cracked, her eyes shimmered, and without warning, she began to cry. The moment of truth. What followed was not scripted, not planned, not rehearsed. Se Hee stepped forward, gripped the mic tightly, and said through tears, "I know this isn't the time or place, but I can't keep holding this in. I need to speak from my heart. Not as an actress, but as a person." The press room fell silent. Oh, there were days I was so exhausted, so close to giving up on myself and everything I worked for. And during those times, Ji Hyun Woo was there quietly kindly, without asking for anything in return. A few gasps could be heard. Many assumed she was about to expose a controversy, but instead, what she revealed brought a kind of stunned silence. The kind that comes when someone chooses truth over performance. He didn't just act beside me, he stood beside me. He believed in me when I didn't. And I owe him more than I could ever say in words. Beyond the spotlight, a silent bond. Though fans have long speculated about the nature of their relationship, Se Hee's confession didn't confirm romance nor deny it. What it did reveal was something far deeper, an unspoken bond built on mutual respect, quiet support, and profound emotional connection. "People always ask if we're dating," she said with a small, tearful smile. "But sometimes it's not about labels. It's about what someone means to you, and Ji Hyun Woo, he's someone who helped me survive some of the hardest chapters of my life." Sources close to the two have since confirmed that while their relationship may not be conventional, it is genuine. One production staff member shared, "There were so many nights after filming where they sat quietly on set just talking. No drama, no flirting. Just two people who understood each other more than anyone else could." The emotional moment instantly went viral, but instead of controversy, what followed was a flood of support. Social media lit up with hashtags like Respect Se Hee and True Friendship, with thousands of fans praising her honesty, grace, and vulnerability. "I've never cried watching a press conference," before one fan wrote. "She didn't just speak. She felt every word." Others noted the courage it takes to speak so personally in a public setting, especially in an industry known for emotional restraint. Ji Hyun Woo responds quiet but powerful. Hours later, Ji Hyun Woo broke his silence not with a statement, but with a simple gesture. On his Instagram, he posted a candid photo of the sun rising behind a film set captioned with just one word: "Always." He didn't need to say more. Fans immediately connected the post to Se Hee's heartfelt confession, interpreting it as a subtle message of support and perhaps even quiet affection. What started as a whisper of admiration quickly escalated into a cultural wave. Within just hours of the press conference, Major news outlets, influencers, and fellow actors began sharing clips of Se Hee's emotional speech. But what made the moment truly unforgettable wasn't just her vulnerability. It was how sincerely she connected with everyone watching. Celebrities such as Kim Tae-ri, Park Bo-young, and even veteran actor Choi Min-sik expressed their respect for her honesty on her fan cafe. Thousands of heartfelt letters poured in, some from young aspiring actors, others from ordinary people who saw their own struggles reflected in her tears. "Thank you, Lee Se Hee," one message read. "You reminded me that being emotional is not a weakness, it's proof that we're alive." Many saw her breakdown not as a moment of collapse, but as a breakthrough. In an industry that too often rewards stoicism and image control, her openness felt like a revolution. Ji Hyun Woo's quiet strength, love, or loyalty. While Lee Se-hee's words captured headlines, Ji Hyun Woo's silence became equally powerful. His subtle Instagram post, the word, always sent a message that echoed louder than a press release. It wasn't long before fans and analysts began digging deeper. Some noted that in previous interviews, Ji Hyun Woo had often described Lee Se-hee with phrases like "anchor home" and "one of the most grounded people I've met." In retrospect, these words now seem to hold greater weight. One close friend of Ji Hyun Woo anonymously revealed, "He's never been one to shout his feelings, but when he cares about someone, he never lets go. He's loyal to the end." The public began to wonder, could this be a new kind of love story? One not built on dating scandals or photo leaks, but on emotional truth, deep respect, and wordless understanding. From emotional confession to cultural shift. Cultural commentators are calling the moment a turning point for how vulnerability is viewed in Korean entertainment. For decades, actors and idols have been expected to smile through pain, mask their struggles, and project perfection. But in one afternoon, Lee Se-hee shattered that illusion with tears. Yes, but also with strength. "She didn't cry because she was weak," said cultural critic Jung Eun-mi. "She cried because she was brave enough to be seen fully, painfully, and beautifully." The press conference has even sparked larger conversations about mental health, emotional honesty, and the importance of supportive relationships in high-pressure industries. Some agencies are reportedly reviewing their internal support systems for artists inspired by the vulnerability Lee Se-hee displayed. What lies ahead for the two stars? Speculation is swirling. Are Lee Se-hee and Ji Hyun Woo simply close friends bonded by hardship? Or is this the quiet unfolding of one of the most genuine celebrity love stories in recent memory? Their management teams remain cautious, neither confirming nor denying anything. But fans are already drawing their own conclusions, and many are hoping for a future where these two kindred spirits can find peace together or apart. More importantly, both stars now stand on the threshold of something greater than a romance rumor or a TV drama. They stand as symbols of emotional truth in an industry starved for authenticity. As the press conference drew to a close, Lee Se-hee looked up at the sea of flashing cameras and blinking red record lights. For a moment she looked unsure, but then she gathered herself, smiled through lingering tears, and spoke one final sentence that may very well define her career for years to come. "Sometimes telling the truth is the hardest thing you can do, but it's also the most powerful." And with that, she walked off the stage, not as a scandal-ridden celebrity, but as a woman who chose courage over silence. The applause that followed wasn't scripted. It was spontaneous, thunderous, and real, just like her.